Well, hello, welcome back to part two. In this video, what we're going to do is we're going to review what we learned last week in our last lesson, verses 1 and 2. And then we're going to learn two more verses in Hebrew from the book of Matthew, from the Gospel of Matthew. So let's go over our vocabulary words that we learned in our last lesson. Let me zoom the camera out just a little bit. The word sefer. The word sefer is a book or a scroll. Yuchasin, that's a record or a genealogy. Shel is about or for. Yeshua is salvation, also the name for Jesus of Nazareth. Moshiach, that is a Messiah, someone who's been anointed. Ben is a son. David is the king of Israel. And Avraham is, the first monotheist and the father of our faith, right? And Ben David is a messianic title that we'll see pop up throughout the book of Matthew. And then we went on to verse 2. We learned what Holid is. Holid means to give birth to or to beget. Et means to, sort of. It's hard to translate into English. Yitzchak is laughter. It's Isaac. Yaakov, that's Jacob. Yehudah, that's Judah. And Achiv, that is a brother. Now, we're not going to go through the meaning of all the different names in this series, but that is a good, fascinating study if you would like to embark on that. Let's go through some new vocabulary words that we're going to learn in this video. This corresponds to Matthew chapter 1, verses 3 and 4. We're going to learn a lot of names, obviously, because we're going through genealogy. So we're going to see Peretz, we're going to see Zerach, we're going to see Tamar, Chatzron, Ram, and then in verse 4, we're going to see Aminadav, Nachshon, and Shalmon. Okay, we're not going to go through all the meanings of these, but what we're going to do is we're going to read it now and weave these into the reading, and you'll see where they're at. Now, I left one name off of this list. Let's see if you can, or maybe I didn't. We'll see. So let's go through. Let's read verse 1 and 2 of Matthew chapter 1 and see how you guys are doing and see if you can read along with me. So I'm going to point to a word, and you practice by reading that word in Hebrew, and then we'll move on. I'll point to it, you read it, and then I'll read it, okay? So Matthew chapter 1, verse 1. Go ahead and read the first word. Sefer, sefer. Hayu chasim, hayu chasim. Shel, shel. Yeshua, Yeshua. Hamashiach, Hamashiach. Ben, David, David. Ben, Avraham, Avraham. In verse 2, that's Avraham again. And here's our beget. Holid, Holid. It, Yitzchak, Yitzchak. Yitzchak, and here's our beget word again. Holid, Holid. It, Yaakov, Yaakov. Ve'Yaakov and Jacob. Holid, Holid. It, Yehudah, Yehudah. Ve'et, Achiv, Achiv is how we pronounce it. I keep mispronouncing that word. Achiv, which is his brothers. Okay, I hope you did well in reading before me there. We're going to now move on to verse 3 and weave in our new words. So verse 3, we see the first word is Yehuda. And this is a repeat word, so you already know this one. Yehuda. That's Judah. And here's another repeat word for you. Holid. Holid. So Judah beget. Et. Another repeat word. Peretz. Peretz. That's a new word there. Peretz is a proper name. It's one of the ancestors of Yeshua. Ve'et. Ve'et. Zerach. Zerach. Mi Tamar. Mi Tamar. Now this is one of the females that are included in the lineage of Yeshua, and one of the females of kind of ill repute as well. It's interesting. Peretz. Peretz. Holid. Holid. Et. Et. Chetzron. Chetzron. See a non-vocal shva, so we're going to pause on that and go Chetzron. Vechetzron. Vechetzron. Holid. Et. Ram. Ram. Okay, verse 4. Ram. Holid. Et. Aminadav. 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 Holid. Et. Nachshon. Nachshon. Venachshon. Holid. Et. Shalmon. Et. Shalmon. So as you're reading through genealogies, or if you're reading through a Yuchasin, it's actually quite easy once you get the names down, because there's a lot of repeat words, like Holid et, Holid et, Holid et. There's a lot of these things. See Holid here, you can see them stacked, and the word et here. So it's rather easy, so it's a good way to start speed reading Hebrew. Let's go back and let's read verses 1 through 4 a little bit faster. And I'm not going to do this in every video, because obviously we don't want to read the entire book of Matthew in Hebrew every video, but we're going to read verses 1 through 4 together. Sefer HaYuchasin Shel Yeshua HaMashiach Ben David Ben Avraham. Avraham holid et Yitzchak. Yitzchak holid et Yaakov. Ve'Yaakov holid et Yehuda. Ve'et Echav. Yehuda holid et Peretz. Ve'et Zerach mitamar Peretz holid et Chatzron. Ve'Chatzron holid et Ram. Ram holid et Aminadav. Aminadav holid et Nachshon. Ve'Nachshon holid et Shalmon. Well, guys, that concludes our video this week on Hebrew Matthew. I hope you've enjoyed it and you've been following along. We'll do verses 5 and 6 in the next video. Until then, hope you practice, review, and we'll see you in the next video.